We do the impossible, don't we? We go and rule the world and come back and we take care of our families, don't we?
Yes.
Every single day. Well, my kids are grown now, so my world is Dunedin High School. I have 1,300 kids now. Those are my kids. And I take care of them every single day. And I come back home. Thank you. I come back home thoroughly exhausted. But I picked that song because that was made in 1969. So you think about Peggy Lee singing that song in 1969 when women were supposed to be prim and proper and, supporting our men, but people really did not realize what the wives did back then. You're doing the laundry, you're taking care of family, husband comes home, you do all that. And now here we are, 50, 60 years later, look at us. First female county commissioner. We have directors, politicians, assistant principals, coaches. We do it all. And we do it better than men sometimes. No offense, but we do. Because we're born multitaskers. We're nurturers, we're moms. So, Gail and I, like she said, we met in 2009, and Jamie was a project. When Jamie said she wanted to live with me, I said, living with Coach Davis is not the same as having Coach Davis in school every day. My children can attest to that. But we did it together, and the successes that she has, we share in that because she did the hard work getting her mind together and getting on the right track. And I just came and we just passed the baton. Okay, we're gonna get her to graduation now, Gail, and we did. It was a task getting her to make a decision about what she wanted to do after high school, but we finally got her to decide she wanted to go to the military, and she had an awesome job. And my friend Basie here, I had to talk to her. She was a recruiter at the time, but she did. She actually got in there. She's been here for a long time, and she just had her first baby about a week ago. So we're just very happy for her. And I just want to tell you something. Gail tells me that I'm wonderful. She is just absolutely, I don't know how she does half the stuff that she does. So, I want to see a show of hands. How many of you have or are in the process of climbing that corporate ladder? Whether it be in politics, business, education. I've done it in military, got out, I did it in corporate as an accountant, and now I'm in education. Woo, let me tell you, having 3 different occupations in a lifetime is hard, but doing it as a woman is even harder, and then doing it as a Black woman is just that much harder. And I'm going to throw some words out at you. Isolated. The only one. Not a part of the club. If you felt like that, you have a slew of sisters here that probably felt like that too. And Charlotte said earlier, people are mean. And they are. I left education the year that my daughter graduated in 2011. A friend of mine was running a company over in Louisiana, invited me to come to be the CFO at the company. And he was in the military. I met him in the military, and we got connected on LinkedIn, and I was having a conversation, not really thinking, reminiscing and not knowing that I was actually doing a job interview at the time. So he came out of left field and said, you know what? You should just come and see where I work. Sure. He gave me away at my wedding, so I'm like, sure, I'll come see, visit. Visited the plant. He goes, okay, so what is it going to cost me to get you to come work for me? Well, those are words that we want to hear. How much is it going to cost me to have you work here? And I tell that to my students every day, especially my female students. You don't want to have to go to someone and say, honey, can I have $10 to get my nails done? You want to say, I made this money. I'm doing what I want to do. And that is the difference of you owning who you are versus somebody telling you who you are. When he asked me that, I'm like, what? He goes, well, yeah, I want to hire you. So I said, can I think about it? He told me to write my ticket. I came home and told my girls, I was like, this is just not right. He just told me to write my ticket. I said, I'm going to be ridiculous. I did. I said, this is what I want. Okay. I'm like, really? So I'm going to tell you, I told this to my daughter, you know what she said, so that means I'm going to get more every week on my allowance when I go to college. Yeah, she always wants her part of what mama does. But when I got there, very small town in Manning, Louisiana, and I'm the CFO. But let me tell you how small towns are. My friend Shawana and I went to go find me a place to stay. 25 miles from Manning, where Natchitoches was where I ended up living. And a lady was talking to me and saying, I'm this new CFO of this company. He wasn't even in town that day. And she said, okay, well, I can help you. He calls me about a week later. He goes, were you in town last week? I'm like, how did you know that? Oh, this is a small town, yes. So what happened was they had not told the old CFO yet that I was coming. And she happened to know the old CFO, and she would call and say, what are you talking about? I just met a woman saying she's the CFO of your company. Why me? Because what happened was they didn't want to tell the guy that we're getting rid of you just yet, and especially since his friend had heard this rumor. So when I started, we're co-CFOs. So an added challenge is that the person who owned the company owned 5 companies. I am the only female. I am the only black sitting at this table with all these old men. And I'm the one telling them how to spend their money. First of all, a man doesn't want to be told how to spend any kind of money, especially by a woman, and especially not by a black woman. And I'm sitting here saying, well, this is what's going to happen. They had this ugly chandelier made of deer antlers. And they told me $400,000 to decorate this room. I said, $400,000 to do what? It was the ugliest room, but they were all hunters. Okay, so basically you're saying we know we're never going to have a female in here because there's no woman is going to sit under that. So I said, okay, let me see the books. No controls, no nothing, just people spending money. No wonder you're going under. You know, people spending what they want to spend. So, of course, I do my thing, make the budget. Well, there's this one guy, we're going to call him John. John was like, no woman's gonna tell me what to do, because he's the one that bought that. So every month we have a meeting with all of the senior managers of companies, and once a quarter we go to Monroe to the owner's cabin. So this is my first quarterly meeting. We always dress up in just, work clothes. So everybody was like, okay, we had our final meeting that day. Said, my boss said, I'll pick you up. You don't know where it's at, I'll pick you up. So I get up the next morning, I got my dress pants on, my nice shirt, my hard bottom shoes, hair all done. I'm getting ready to go be corporate for a day. He comes in, he has on a hunting shirt, jeans, and sneakers. Excuse me, did I miss a memo? You didn't get the email? What email? John sent everybody an email yesterday telling us we need to wear hunting gear because we're going out into the woods. I got forgotten. The only female, you would think that you're sending an email. I'm the only female. You're going to know that, right? He did it on purpose, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. Didn't have time to change. I said, I'm going to make the best of this. We drove that 2.5-hour drive to Monroe. We got to the cabin. Mr. Niswinger's wife was there. His daughter, they were hosting. So all the guys get in there, they're talking. They said, well, we're going to go out to see the range. Stephanie, you can stay here with the women. Really? Huh. So, master's degree in accounting, only female senior manager. I'm telling you how to spend your money. I budgeted you on this event, but you're going to tell me to stay here with the women. Why? Because I need to help host. I'm one of you, right? But I said, you know what? What's that old saying? Behind every woman, every man, there's a good woman. So I said, I'm going to use this to my advantage. I get to the wife, I got the husband. Don't throw me lemons. I don't mix a lemonade. So I stayed with the wife and his daughter. We talked, learned some good information. Then I said, can you point me to the woods? She was like, sure. You just go behind this little thing, go around. Oh, okay. On the way there, one of the guys saw me, picked me up into the golf cart and took me on down there. So they're in the skeet shooting range. Now, something I've realized with men, you can tell them something and they know this, but somewhere in the translation from them hearing it and their brain processing it, they don't realize that you don't mess with women. Especially an ex-military woman who can shoot. So I'm coming in, they're like, oh, Stephanie. I said, oh, everybody's now happy to see me after you told me to stay with the women. But that's okay. Jim puts me down, he's, let me show you. I never shot skeets before ever in my life. He said, I'm gonna give you the rifle, and I'm gonna give you a practice shot. Well, I'm left-handed, so everything I do is backwards. So I put that rifle, and he goes, wait a minute, you know how to use a rifle? I said, I was in the military. That's what I slept with, strapped to my leg, every field problem, right there. All right, I know how to shoot a rifle. So he goes, just say pull, and they're gonna give you a ski, just one. I missed. So of course I hear the guys in the back, of course John's the loudest. So I said, okay, he comes in because this is what you do. He told me what to do. So now this is your real one. I missed the first one, got the second two. We got 7 rounds of 3. I hit every one after that. No one shot 20 out of 21. John said, remind me never to mess with you. So, I'm going to show you how to get this out of here. This is me. I don't know how to make it bigger. Oh, there it is. That's me. Dress pants and all. See my hair was done, I got done night before. We do it all, we do it in heels, because we are WOMAN. Two things happened that day. I was seen, but most of all, I was heard, and I didn't have to say a word. After that, those who didn't respect me, I don't know if they would start to respect me because they knew I could probably shoot them if they pissed me off. Or they said, you know what, she hung with the men, and she held her own. Well, I come from a strong stock of women. My grandmother and my mom are the strongest women I know. My grandmother had 8 kids, 7 girls and 1 boy. My mom was the second oldest. I'm the oldest, and she had 4 girls, and I'm the oldest. And let me tell you, when you come from a family of women, nothing scares you. Nothing. Men don't scare you, hurricanes don't scare you, terrorists don't scare you. Nothing scares my aunts. And we call them the aunts because they're a little nuts. But they always told me, you can be whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. And they never put a disclaimer saying, as a woman, because you're black, I can do anything that I want. It frustrates Robert all the time. Because I never want nobody to tell me what to do. Because I am Stephanie, I am woman, hear me roar. So, I go out, sometimes do boneheaded things. Now that I just turned 50, y'all, yeah. I turned 50 on Tuesday. And then I make 50 look good. I've gone out when I was younger, did some boneheaded things. But the thing I had was a good support system. My ladies, can y'all please stand up? All my ladies, stand up. Some are late, but they're always there. They drove a country mile to get here, but they came. They have talked me off ledges. Girl, have you lost your mind? What are you doing? Why do you want to do this? And you know what I say? Because I can. And you know what? They've done the same stuff. I want to give homage to one of my friends, Mr. Nelson. Mr. Nelson Hernandez. He's not one of my girls, but he's been there too. So he's an honorary member today. 7 years Robert's been in my corner. A lot of fights and stuff with me. So why can't you just listen? But I just want to let y'all know, those words of isolation do not need to be what defines us. They don't. There's some other words that they use to define us. Aggressive, bossy, arrogant. I like to say, I'm assertive. I am the boss. I'm charming. Why? Because when a man makes a command decision, do we call him aggressive? No, he's assertive. He's trying to get his point across. But women, you're being aggressive. You're not acting like a lady. And this happens in sports. I played basketball for years. Unsportsmanlike conduct, and the referee would say, you're not being a lady. I'm playing basketball. So, if anybody tells you to act like a lady, you say, I am being a lady. And guess what? I'm the boss. Can't tell me what to do. Be careful of that though. Those words would get you in trouble. But I always say, somebody said earlier, it takes a team. I have gotten where I am because of my good friends, my daughter, all my godchildren. I got here because of the support system that I have. We need to take care of each other. We run this race every single day. And a lot of times we run it alone. And a lot of times it's by choice because we feel we have no choices. That's not true. Sometimes when you see your fellow sister walking down the street and you see that she doesn't feel good, she doesn't look good. Sweetheart, are you okay? And listen. Because the first thing that we think is, I'm okay, you keep walking, but if somebody does not stay, she doesn't say anything, stop. Are you sure you're okay? Can I help you? How about this? Girl, I love them shoes. We know we love our shoes, ladies. Your hair is banging today. I love that dress. You know why? Whoa, thank you. That could have been the nicest thing she had heard all day long. Okay, I work in high school, and I'm telling y'all, I've been in the military. Uncle Sam ain't got nothing on these teenagers. Nothing on these teenagers. I had a fight in the school the day before I got back from vacation, and the kids saw me come running up. Miss Davis, you're back. This is what happened. I got the kids off the bus telling on the teachers telling on the administrators telling on the kids, and I'm sitting here like, why? And they tell me there was a fight in the courtyard, and then the boy got mad. He burned the girl's hair. Yes, y'all. He took a lighter and burned the girl's hair. And I'm sitting here like, so what happened? Oh, they gave him ABS for it. ABS is like after school. That's all you did was just give him kind of suspension, and that's it. So I get in there, look at all the videos. I'm like really assigning him. The girl lost 3 inches of hair, and you know when 3 inches, I don't care if your hair is down to your butt, 3 inches of hair is a lot of hair. She lost 3 inches of hair, mom's up in arms, teachers are mad because there's no discipline. Well, it wasn't more than discipline, it was the right thing to do. What did I do? I left a bunch of men to do what should have been done. I'm just saying. So I called and was like, we're gonna do this. We made all the arrangements. He got sent to another school because it's a danger to the girl. And why am I telling you this? Is because our kids need us. Working in this school, I see so much dysfunction, it's ridiculous. We battle courtrooms, but ladies, our children are screaming for help. They want our love. They want our understanding. And this generation, woo, let me tell you, I see it all. So you see a young lady, give her that word of wisdom, give her that vote of confidence. I see girls coming, oh, bro, my boyfriend, I just don't know what to do. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm like, seriously? I said, honey, you're gonna meet many guys. They're all gonna make you mad. 50 years old, let's still get mad at them. They don't grow up. So this, that, I try to make them smile. I make them laugh. I try to make like they're gone out of my office, they're laughing. But you can make them laugh, but what you have to do is to follow up. Talk to her. How's everything going, sweetheart? Everything doing good? We need that. Those girls come running to the office, they never run to the men. They always run to the women. Always. I heard girls, I can't talk to my mom. You have to be open-minded. This generation, ooh, they know way more about things than we ever did. And I hear some things, and I have to take a deep breath sometimes. I walk out of the office and come back. And you have to really just think about what it is they really need. And one day I was talking to some other colleagues, and I said, they just need love. Because a lot of them just don't feel it. But not only do they need love, we need love from each other. I hate when I see females in the workplace and you're catty with each other. We have enough obstacles to get over. And we pull each other down, it just makes the others win. We need us in the courtrooms, the boardrooms, hospitals. We need us everywhere. Politics, especially politics. We need us. So the next time you want to say, oh, she's just so bossy. Oh, she gets on my nerves. Ask her if she's having a good day, because she might just be having a bad day. She might just need somebody to talk to. Okay? I'm a person that I grew up in the hood. And I tell people, to see me, you don't see my family. I'm very different from my family. I've had many opportunities in my life. And somebody was there saying, we do it all, and you do something crazy. In 2014, I got the opportunity to become an administrator. Gail told you, I own my own business. It's a tax business. I run it mostly January through May. At the time, I was in the middle of a doctorate degree. I just got word that I was approved to get my master's degree paid for by the county to become an administrator. I also teach at HCC, and I also teach, I taught at South University. I'm a college professor. But have you thought about somebody doing all that at the same time? I never had time. 2 degrees, a doctorate and a master's I'm trying to complete. Running my own tax business in the heart of the season. And I was just always tired. I called the girls up and said, Stephanie, something has to go. Really? When do we stop? From January to June, I did all of that. No one ever saw me. Nothing, I still kept up my GPAs. I had very good GPAs. I had 3.8 in my doctorate. Had a 3.7 in my master's. Hey, I was doing the darn thing. I had over 100 customers in my tax business that year. I had to give a lot to a colleague of mine because I just couldn't do it all. I still performed greatly at my jobs. What man would do all that? And then I came home. Robert was there. But at the end of the day, hey, I still gotta take care of home. But the thing is, we as women, we do it all. So I just want you to turn to each other and say, thank you for being who you are. Thank you.
Thank you for being who you are. I think I'm more ridiculous.
Well, I just want to tell everybody thank you again for having me today. Let me show you a little bit of myself with you, and I hope to see you all soon.